Lions TV, full time from St Andrews via my front room. It finishes Birmingham City 0, Millwall 0. That is a really difficult game to assess. Really difficult. Well, it isn't, because I know what I want to say, but I don't know how I want to say it. Very strange. Look, obviously, first and foremost, yes, my operation got cancelled. If you haven't followed us on social media, then you'll know now that I was supposed to be having an operation yesterday. For the second time, the NHS cancelled it. Don't get the violins out. This is leading on to the story of, in the live stream, someone said to me, will you now be going to Preston? And what I said to them was, look, there's been games in the past, away games, and am I going? Well, I'm not supposed to be, but then we've had a couple of good performances, and I feel like now, okay, they give everything they got, and I should be going to back them. I should be going to give them my support on the back of what I've seen over the last one or two performances, etc. And I got that feeling tonight. Okay, Birmingham, I watched them on the telly against QPR last Friday. QPR, good side under a new manager, up there in the division. They got turned over by Birmingham. Birmingham were worthy winners of that game, 2-0 up at half-time. But tonight, despite us not ever really threatening their goalkeeper other than a late Tyler Bury chance, and they didn't test long at all, I felt that Birmingham were half carrying away from us. And people may think that's a strange thing, but look, all I can ever ask from the all side, and I've always said this, and Kenny always says it, I'm not fussed about results, okay? If we give everything we got and try and win a football match, then that is enough for me. And despite us creating nearly nothing in a game, as opposed to Birmingham 0 in a game, then I don't have a problem with that. And we was on the front foot. We was aggressive. The problem we got is we are in limbo now, because we are at a level where I don't feel we can ever improve without investment, okay? And I've said this before, I think we're a striker short. I think we're more than a striker short now. I think we're a few players short to push us on to the next level. I think performance-wise, desire-wise, shape, aggression, intent, I don't think you can get any more than we give tonight. However, it's maybe on paper, I've seen a lot of people say in the comments on the live stream, it's a dull football match. I don't really agree, but at the same time, I do agree. Birmingham knew we was the better side, hence why I was trying to waste time towards the end of the game in the corner with Longolo, because they could see that we was up for it. Rowett wasn't resting on his laurels. He wanted those 3 points, and we tried to press for it, but we just had no ideas coming forward. None. No ideas. We haven't got the players for it, and as I said, without investment now, I don't really feel we're going to go to the next level. That isn't a dig at the club, at Rowett, or at the players, because I would, if I'd have been there tonight in Birmingham, which I wish I had done, I would be giving him one of them. Because you have gone to this football match, you've played in the Millwall way, you tried to win this football match. It hasn't worked out for the reasons we are, as I said, stuck in a little bit of limbo. And we're not going to improve unless we invest at that next level, which is potentially out of our current structure. So I've got no complaints. Honestly, I know it was 0-0. I know a lot of people go, fucking hell, another board draw, another one we haven't won away from home. But as I said, Birmingham are a good side. I highlighted them in the preview. Scott Hogan, Troy Deeney, the goalkeeper, John Ruddy. You've also got the centre-back, Harley Dean. Some very good experienced players in this division. They're a better side than they have been over the last couple of years. Two very good loans in Medjbury and in Longolo. Two players that we've previously tried to bring to our club, which we didn't do. And we was constantly on them. We was in their faces. We constantly trying to create, and we was turning them over, but without much joy. And yes, it is frustrating, but at the same time, it is what it is, and we are where we are as a club. So a very difficult one tonight. I've got no problems with that performance. As I said, you say, oh, you want Row out for the views, you want this, you want that. That, to me, tonight, despite us not really creating a lot, was a Millwall performance, and they tried their best as players and as a management team. They tried to win that game. They sensed it. You could see, you know, they was on the back foot, Birmingham. They didn't want to know, it's particularly towards the end. And we carried on. We carried on pressing. And it is frustrating because we haven't got the players, although we've got the desire. We haven't got the budget to be where we want to be and do what we want to do. But look, it ends 0-0. Excuse me. It ends 0-0. And yeah, that's about it, really. Do you know what I mean? We'll go to Hull now on Saturday at home at the Den. Remembrance Day. It'll be a brilliant day for the club. Our club does it like no other. And of course, the armed services, past and present, the representatives will get the day that they fully deserve and the credit they deserve. And we'll probably turn Hull over, you know, and then it's back to business at away game at Preston. But I've not got an issue with that tonight. I had every issue in the world with Huddersfield last Saturday. But tonight, don't have an issue with it. Okay, we haven't created, it's because we haven't got the players. And I say it time and again, a lot of you say on paper, we've got the players for the top 6. Honestly, we haven't. Honestly, we haven't. I saw something last night, actually. What was I watching? I was watching a game. Sheffield United, watched the early part of their game before I put the Spurs Champions League on. Sorry, I'm veering off a bit. And they said, right, they've got no Ollie McBurney tonight. They've got no, the other guy, Brewster. But they brought in Billy Sharp and blah, blah. And the guy went, well, look, what you need is now on the panel, you need 4 classy strikers in this division. I'll be honest, we haven't got one. We haven't got one classy striker. I like Bradshaw. I really do. And he will score goals given the opportunity. But we're not at the level of these other sides. And it's frustrating now because, as I said, we do seem to be in a little bit of a catch-22 scenario. But there you go. Look, it ends 0-0 at St Andrews. Don't have a problem with it. Well done to the players. Well done to the management team. You all tried to win the game. Fair play to the 500 odd that travelled up there. And I see people on social media going, 500? That's not fucking very good. Well, did you go? No, so don't dig the people out that did go. I've lost my head tonight. But there you go. Full time done. Enjoyed the live stream. I actually enjoyed the game despite there not being a lot of goal mouth action. And we move on to Hull at home on Saturday, where I'm pretty sure that we'll get 3 points. Please subscribe to Lions TV. Come on, you Lions.